Welcome to this new replay of a battle I did during one of my um, stream I did over my main channel, Multi-Topic Talk. Today, I'm Master Kambai, and I hope you guys will enjoy. Um, yeah, we will have some very interesting play. That match was really intense. So I hope you guys will stay tuned even if this fight will be longer than usual. It will end one day. As I was playing this map, I really enjoyed my time, and as usual, I will be fast on the first few turns. So infantry making. First early recon, I really like this one. He got his first early recon as well. So he just sent his recon there. Very good. I'm getting my com tower faster than him. I hide my recon here. I create a second recon, and that second recon is to protect the first one. He has his second recon ready already. So we just spread our troops. I create another recon, because recon are forever. I kept stuff. I move my first anti-air here, mainly because I expect battlecopters. Even if it's JESS, battlecopters are still very good. So let's keep going with this replay. I am doing so many videos at the same time. So now it's Capsco turn. Very good artillery that will be well placed for now. Our unit value is similar. He has the small income lead, mainly because he started. Now I exposed my recon without knowing he had the early artillery. Now I hit my anti-air here. I created my first tank, because I expect him to have tanks as well. My recon died, sadly. Creates a tank and a mech. I don't like mech, but hey, things happen. I'm not the one playing right. So I try my best to hide my tank as long as I can. I create another tank and a infantry over here. Now he wants my city. I don't like that, so I won't let him. I took a shot. I took 2 shots. I moved my artillery there to protect the city and keep it hidden. I created a second artillery because artillery with Jake are really good. Well placed infantry. So here we keep going. He takes a shot to my recon, kills my recon. I'm really sad about that. He kills my recon as well. Now he has the lead at that point of the game. I have better income, but he has better army because he gets good engagement. Now with that luck roll, I'm like, maybe I will be able to anti-air that tank, and I was able to do such thing. I was really happy. Then I took out the infantry there, and I just knew it. He had that artillery there, but I had nothing to reveal it. So I'm like, I will just mob the floor with that infantry. I knew my steel power would come very soon. Now I lost my tank. He actually decided to leave his tank there, which was good and bad at the same time. I think he knew I had the artillery there. Now I have block rock, beat down. I mean, beat down allows me to take a shot at this, and I'm very happy about that. Now at 2 HP, it's almost useless, and it's really easy to kill. Now at that point, I'm like, the HQ is exposed, so let's just try to go there. Also get my first battlecopter. I haven't seen any NTR for now, so I'm like, I will have at least 2 or 3 good shots before I see NTR. So here we push that button fast. Takes a good engagement, takes out one of my tanks. Right now, he has the lead over units, but I have the lead over income. So I retreat my tank, because of course my tank is in no position to do anything. Now I was able to clean up some tanks in the middle. I was really happy about that. So we ties the odds with the value right now with that great battlecopter I had. Now I also send another battlecopter in this area because I expect him to dike me in this area, of course. Now he has overdrive. That was a really strong turn for him. He mopped the floor with my units. Now I got that city there. I was really happy about that. Extra money for at least 1 or 2 turns. Now he gets his first anti-air. I have nothing to say. It's really good. That anti-air take a good shot over the mech. Now I try to mob the floor with as many units as I can before I lose that battlecopter, because I know I will lose it. Just know it. Now, that was a weird play, but I can understand he wanted to keep it hidden. So, yeah, he keeps marching there. Goes in this area to scout, but he will lose his tank, of course. Take a shot. I'm up the floor with these units. So at that point, he has a crippled artillery. I was really happy about that, and I was like, oh, I know he hasn't here, but I will make him lose as much money as I can. That battlecopter already made his ward because he destroyed a tank and he made a dent on the artillery. That will cost him more money to repair. Now I have ahead of him on value, mainly because of that battlecopter. That battlecopter really flips table for me. Was overwhelming me, but that battlecopter, man, that battlecopter was just impressive. There's no other word. I lose 2 battlecopter, and I'm really sad about that, but I know I can recover. And at that point, I realized I had more income than him, so I did not have many fears. I was like, I can do it. I can do it. I trusted my skills enough. But that was still very intense, because now each turn we lose like 20k of value. Now I use beatdown because beatdown is such a good CO power. It's a less good turbocharge from JESS, but it's still fun. Still very fun. I was able to make it down on that. So that upper flank, I had the advantage. I was like, why not? I know I'm in range, but he is also in range. So I had the advantage there. I lost another battle copter. I was really sad about that. So here we are. Did I click record? Yes, I did. So at that point, we are even in value, but I have more income. Now I try my best to keep that city there because I know that city brings me a lot of money. And I see him trying to get my HQ, so I reinforce my troops there. I create another tank and infantry because you need infantry on most of your turn. If you don't, then your capture game will suffer a lot. Now, good overdrive. I lost that artillery. I was really sad about it. Now you see one of JESS weaknesses, or weaker infantry really slap her in the face. It took her 3 infantry to get rid of the injured infantry. Now at that point she was about to get my city there. So here the gap between both of us is really high, but my extra money make me think otherwise. So I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm suffering to keep up with all of these things. That's what was going on. I was suffering to keep up, so I created a medium tank there. And I did not create it here because I knew he had recon, so I left it there to keep it as a surprise. So now the value jump because of that medium tank, because of my higher economy. Now a lot of good artillery shot. At that point I realized he had mini artillery in the center, and that really helped him a lot. And now I was pissed off. He tried to get my HQ like that. Like that's being cocky as hell. I was like, die infantry, die infantry. I tried to mop the floor with his recons because recons are annoying. Then I see that tank, so I'm like, oh, let's take a shot. Now I did not try to conceal that medium tank. I just did my best so he don't get seen by these. And by that one as well. So I concealed my medium tank as long as I could when I think about it. And I created more tanks and a recon to have more vision because I realized I suffer because of vision. So let's take a look to what's going on here. I'm currently working on a Advanced Wars Black Hole Rising video for my other channel. So it's on Jester now. Good shot. Good shot. He still don't see my medium tank, so he probably thinks it's a game for him. Now he found it. So he's like, oh, how did he afford it? Well, I have more money than you each turn, so it's pretty normal. I lost many tanks. Now he's dangerously close from my HQ, and I don't like that. Really, I really don't like that. But my super is coming. Now I pop it when I can, of course. I take as many engagement as I can. Now I'm mopping the floor with him because that super is really good. Now I still kept that city there for as long as I could. And I have no clue he had the artillery there. And that artillery is, well, really good. And that transport is to transport the infantry faster in that area. Because I know that area will be under siege very soon. Very good plays. He almost took out my medium tank with these attacks. So now the value are really low for now for the both of us. Take out tanks as the best as I can. And I never found that artillery. I just never found it. And I think I lose my medium tank at that point. So I try my best to injure all of his infantry because I know he really wants that HQ cap. I lost my medium tank. I was really sad about that, and I'm wondering how he had the vision. But I don't ask questions sometimes. So I had another medium tank ready. Since he had no recon, he had no idea I had another medium tank ready. So now I mop the floor with his troops, while knowing he still has that artillery there. Well placed artillery. Now our value are really similar, but my higher income gave me the edge during that fight. Traded his first medium tank, good play. And now I found his artillery at last. I was so happy about that. I was like, oh, now I understand more. I created another medium tank for more pressure. Now I tried the HQ cap. Because I was like, that guy is so good in this map. And JESS as a CO is probably better than Jake in my own opinion. Jake has good things to keep up, but Jake don't have any extra firepower except on flames, but so specific. The moment you are on the road, you lose that firepower. JESS has that global firepower. Yes, she has weaker battlecopter, but that doesn't mean she cannot build any. I think it's 10% decrease, and it's not that bad. It's bad, but you have worse. So I'm like, oh, I need to make then as much as I can on these artillery, because these artillery are really aggressive and annoying. I left my transport on that city to keep it longer. And here I traded my first mech. I don't like mech, but I traded one because they are mountaineer and I need something to scare him off. I need something with vision. And the only idea I had was that mech, because a recon would die fast against JESS. A mech in the other end is very scary because it's cheap and you don't want to waste a anti-air or a tank over it. Now he's mopping the floor with me because his medium tank are just better than mine. So as I said, that fight was really, really intense. As you can see, our value are really similar. Now it's his turn, he will blow up a lot of units because his artillery are really well placed. Now he has twice my army size for now. I'm like, let's push him back the best we can. Now, that was a mistake to remove that medium tank from the main battlefield. That was a huge one because he used it to make a den over one infantry there when he could have made that medium tank even weaker. And now his presence near my HQ is near to nothing right now. So his whole tactic is all in pieces right now. Now at that point I realized I lost that city, so I still have 2 other turns where I have money over it. Now I'm like, oh, my HQ is in danger, but I'm like, why not? Why not doing that? And I'm up the floor with units. I heal my medium tank because medium tank still worth a lot. I was like, another medium tank in this area to protect all my city in the bottom. So he mops the floor with my units. At that point I realized that was my last turn of extra income from the city in the bottom. I tried my best to hide that medium tank as well. I created another battlecopter because it's been a while I have no battlecopter. And I forgot he had an anti-air, but I have so many tanks at that point that I can cover that battlecopter without any issue. Now I expect him to come from my city there, so I made sure he would not capture it. And another mistake he did, leaving that city neutral. I control the bottom and the top as well, because the top I almost have more properties than him. Like I put it closer from the main battlefield. So at that point in the game, I was telling my opponent, usually I have a day limit to not have endless game like right now, because right now we had a endless game in some ways. So then we agreed on day 43 the game would end. And I was really happy about that because I was like, man, that game is taking forever. I liked it. But I was like, when games are too long, they are too long. And at some point it's not fun anymore because it's just taking forever. Now we get some glitch. Now he takes the upper end. I take out that unit, that unit, that unit. Now I found is capturing infantry. I send my battlecopter in that area to protect the area. Now his artillery are so good in this area, it's crazy. He pops this power, good choice. He took out one of my medium tank. I was really sad about that. I was like, no. And that artillery has been there forever. It's funny. I never found it. Now, another annoying recon in that forest. That was well thought. So I take out that infantry and then I'm like, oh, I will cap that soon. And I want on my HQ to protect it, of course. Here again, I didn't know he had that annoying artillery. Now at that point I don't care anymore about concealing my units because I really need to protect my HQ. He mops the floor with my units, but he made the mistake to leave my mech able to shoot his annoying recon. He goes for my city there, and I'm like, no! I was pissed off. Now I take engagement from planes to benefit from my block rock. And I use my super at that point. I'm like, I need that good push here. So now he's closing the gap. As you can see, he's capturing my properties and 19 to 17 for now. So it's his turn again. He almost killed one of my medium tank. He's mopping the floor with me. I'm like, no, I'm losing my HQ. Now it took him 3 tanks to get rid of one of my tanks, and that was good and bad at the same time. Now he tries for that comp tower. Huge mistake. It's in range of my base. I have many units around, so don't expect to get it, buddy. At that point, I'm like, did he just gave me that absurd artillery? Yes, he did. I was so happy about that, and then I never found that artillery, so I was really pissed off right now because the next turn I realized, oh, he had this. So I'm up the floor with the troops. I create 3 tanks because that's my only way to keep up. He has such a large amount of troops. Now the value are similar. I still have an income lead like most of the game. think without that income lead, he would have won. That's clear for me. That's crystal clear. Now he surrounds my tanks with his own tanks, which is good and bad at the same time. I lose my battlecopter and I'm really sad about that. I try my best to repel his attacks. I leave my infantry in the forest to protect 2 city. Now I mop the floor with the unit I can clear. Create another medium tank because that's my only way to keep up. His army is slowly becoming weak here. I have a tank here to protect my properties because I know he has the anti-air. Now that well-placed artillery will piss me off a lot. Now my medium tank is dying. Now I want to see what's coming up next, so I went in the mountain for more vision. I take out this tank, I get trapped, and I mop the floor with the unit I can clear. Now he goes for the HQ cap and he does major mistake. He is giving away his artillery. You know I have block rock, the power, I don't know the names. Beat down I think. So here I'm like, oh, I need that power to survive. So I'm up the floor with that capturing infantry, and then I'm up the floor with his annoying artilleries. And I'm like, at last! No more artillery. So that turn was a crippling blow for him. I went for that city because of course he had no defense there. Now Cavsco realized he probably messed up by sending his artillery there, so he gave up. Once he lost both of his artillery, he had no chance on winning, because I had better income than him. So I kept up just because of that income. That game was really intense. I thought I'd lose despite having a better income than him, because JESS is so good on a tank battle, and that was mainly tanks. Sometimes I had battlecopters, but anti-air just destroy battlecopters. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe. We will see each other in future video. Have a great day.